Welcome to Bryer's Music Showcase. I'm Bryer Cisneros and welcome to another video. So just the other day I did a poll and I asked the question, what video do you want to see next, after I did my top 5 albums of 1981. So here are the results. So as you can see, you can already see the winners. So obviously literally just earlier today, like I literally just got back. So I went to my local record store and I picked up some CDs and I picked up 16 of them. So yeah, I got a lot here and for a good price as well. Again, this was like a little bit over 60 bucks, which I wanted to stay under it originally, but I'll kind of explain how it went over. I went a little bit over budget, but I'm not broke yet, so not yet at least. But anyhow, so I'm just gonna quickly go through what I found, and you can let me know in the comments your thoughts on these albums. So here we go. We have 16, so I'll try to get through this as quick as possible. So first up, we have Patti Smith with Horses. For the longest time, I've had just Easter, so it's awesome to have another one of her albums. So I don't know anything on here. Oh shoot! I probably should have found that out earlier, but I forgot that this actually comes off. But again, I have spare cases, so it's not a big deal. But here's what the disc looks like. It's kind of cool. Little handwritten notes there. Pretty much has the track listing, I think. Yeah, very cool. Then the inside. In memory of Richard Saul. I don't know if I said that right, but I don't know the history, so apologize if I don't know. Let's take out the booklet, see what's inside. So it kind of just folds out. Open it up. You just have information. So Richard Saul was the piano. So I guess so. Yeah. I really don't know the history, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. So there's 1, 2, 3. Hope I'm getting the track. I'm kind of confused. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 tracks in total. But the second last track, Land, is kind of broken up into sections, so it's kind of why that's confusing me. But it has a bonus track. It has a cover of My Generation by The Who, so that should be interesting to listen to. So yeah, definitely can't wait to give this a listen right after I replaced the case for it. But again, I have lots of spare cases, so I'm fine. Put that back. So that's up next. Jackson Browne, For Every Man. I really enjoyed the last one I bought. That was his first album. So yeah, I don't know anything else, but I do know it has a rendition of Take It Easy by the Eagles, in which I know Jackson Browne was kind of helped write that song with Glenn Frey. So very interesting to give that a listen. So open it up. Very similar to the last one, similar format. Here's what you get on the inside, just a bunch of credits and stuff like that. Very interesting cover. Very tropical looking. Bob Dylan once again, and this time I bought Nashville Skyline. So this is his country album. I know one song. I know Lay Lady Lay, which is the most well-known song, and I think I heard the Johnny Cash song, "Girl from the North Country." Inside, there's some initials on it. There's RR on it, so not sure who was. Not pretty sure somebody wrote that when they had this CD. Okay, a little something from Johnny Cash on the inside. That's pretty much all you get. Not really exciting booklets, I must say. But you know, these are like old CD copies, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. Alright, let's get to some more heavier music, we have Skid Row with their debut album. So I know a little bit of Skid Row. I don't know that much. I think the only song I'm very familiar with is track 5, 18 in Life. And then everything else is brand new. Of course, I know Sebastian Bach. I know of him, the lead singer and all. Some people seem to like Skid Row. Some people don't seem to. They're kind of like the last big bands of the hair metal scene. So here's what it looks like on the inside. And take out the pamphlet. I'm just going to call these pamphlets because that's what they all are basically. Actually, no, this one's a booklet. Not much to say, it's just the lyrics. Yep, not much to say. This one was kind of on the cheaper side. It's like $2.95 because I can see the case has some wear on it. It's a little dirty, but you know, as long as the disc is good, I'm fine. Here's something I was kind of excited. So we have, hope I don't say this incorrectly, Mysterious Traveler by Weather Report. So a while ago, I bought Heavy Weather by them, and I really loved that album. And so I found this, I saw this, and I was like, well, perfect. Let's get another Weather Report. So this one has 7 songs on it. And I know this, and I did a little bit of research on before I bought this album. This was kind of before Heavy Weather. This was 1974, and Heavy Weather was 1977, if I'm not mistaken. There's the disc real quick. Just show that off. And I know Jaco Pastorius is not on this one, so different bass player. So got that. And then you have nothing on the inside. Yep. Yeah, not much to say. Alright. Still should be a cool listen. I enjoyed Heavy Weather so much, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this one. So, Mysterious Traveler. Alright, Madonna. I know some of the tracks on this album. I know the title track, of course, and I know Material Girl. And I might have heard the other songs, but it's probably been a long time because this was before I started collecting CDs. This was when I used Spotify regularly. I still use Spotify, but not as much nowadays. So open it up. This is what it looks like without the CD. Here's the CD itself. This one also folds. Come on, there we go. So we'll kind of just go across the screen. Just so you see the basics of it. And other side, go the opposite way. There you go. Put that back, and then we'll continue. Okay, Marillion. Okay, this is Fugazi. Another one of the early albums with Fish on lead vocals. I really enjoyed Misplaced Childhood and, of course, Clutching at Straws, so this was another good find. So, the booklet. Nice little blue color. I like the shade of blue in here. Looking at the full artwork here. Not sure what's going on. Not going to question it right now. And here's the disc as well. All right. So again, we have a lot of CDs, and the month of February is almost over. So I'm going to try and see if I can get it, if I can listen to everything before then. But I'm not going to promise anything. But I'm going to try. All right. So we have another Bruce Springsteen album. This one is Darkness on the Edge of Town. So I bought Born to Run not that long ago, and and I will admit, I know I've said in the past I am not a Bruce Springsteen fan, and once I bought Born to Run, I will say that gradually I am starting to warm up to the album a lot more. So I decided to get another one, and people have said this is another really good one. So, yep. So I'll give this a listen, and we'll see how I think of this one. I just want to show the back cover. I don't think I've been showing the back covers to everything else, but oh well. There's the disc inside. This one folds just like Born to Run. This side, just lyrics and credits. Here's the first side. Here's the other side. Okay, we're halfway done. Next, this is one I'm pretty sure 98% of you probably have never heard of this particular act unless you live in Australia. So the band is called The Vinyls, and this is their self-titled album. I only know one song by them because a certain channel I watch called Todd in the Shadows, he does a series on his channel where he talks about a one-hit wonder and just talk about the history of the song and the artists themselves. And he covered this band, and they're most known for their kind of a minor hit. It wasn't like a huge hit or anything, but it was kind of more of a minor hit. And the song's called I Touch Myself. You can just picture what that means in your head. So yeah, very sexual song, but musically I really liked it. I'm not ashamed to admit that. So yeah, that is The Vinyls, and again, should be interesting to see what the rest of the album sounds like. But yeah, if you happen to know this band, let me know your thoughts on them. Alright, here's another band I'm not sure the general public knows, but good people in the hard rock might know this album. So the band's called Damn Yankees, and that's the name of the album. So this band is very notable. Actually, before I talk about Damn Yankees, let's go back to the Vinyls, and I forgot to show the inside. So that's what it looks like, and yep. They definitely don't shy away from the sexual side of them. Quickly show the booklet. There you go. And I'll show this disc one more time in case I didn't do it. But yeah. Alright. Now let's go back to Damn Yankees. So as I was saying, this is actually a super group, because if we open it up, first let me just showcase the inside. Then let's take out the booklets. So this is very notable because, like I just said, it's a super group. And let me just see if I can find the... so you have Michael Cartleone. I don't know where he's from. Then you have Jack Blades, another person I don't know. But the other two are very notable. You have Ted Nugent, and you have Tommy Shaw of Styx. So yeah, very interesting. So this was during the time where Styx were kind of on in a very extended hiatus. Tommy Shaw was out of the band at this point. But he joined forces with Ted Nugent and made up this band and made an album. I don't know how many albums they made, but I know this is the first. So yeah, there's the picture of the band there. Okay, I don't know anything on here, but it should be an interesting listen. Alright, next, Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? So finally, I now have all 3 of the Jimi Hendrix Experience catalog. I have the whole trilogy. This, of course, is the debut. Not much to say because, you know, what has not been said about this one. So this is one I do know. I have heard everything on here. I did the live stream with Adam and Jason not that long ago. If I remember, I'll probably put a link in the description so you can check that out. That was a nice little discussion. So yeah, my respect for Jimi Hendrix has definitely gone up. By the way, it has the same RR from earlier. So I'm guessing this was by the same person. One of the great psychedelic blues hard rock albums of the 60s. Well, that's kind of interesting. I'll show in a sec, but you see these black ones. Like if you hold it at a certain angle and a certain lighting, it actually, you do see the image. I think. Not sure for this middle one, but I know for this one, because you have to hold it a certain way in order to see the image. And it's actually supposed to be this image, but it comes through back here. It's really weird. I'm not crazy. Yeah, if I'm holding it in this certain angle, that's when I see it. I think you have to hold it to the light. Yep. I don't know why this is there though. Anyhow, so yeah, feels good to have the whole trilogy. Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, the first Cyndi Lauper CD I have in the collection now. So I know the title track, of course. It's a classic, really nice little ballad. I don't know anything else though, so this should be nice to listen. I do want to get her first album someday, but this was there, so I was like, you know, why not? Not much to say on the inside. Again, just blank text. And then, of course, I got another Joni Mitchell. This is Clouds. So this is her second album. Love the artwork, by the way. Open it up. So I know, yeah, this has the original version of Both Sides Now. Of course, I have the Both Sides Now album from 2000, and so this one has the original version of it. So I thought I might as well. This one's also folds out. So you have the full artwork here. Then you just have all this with the lyrics and the credits and stuff. So yeah, we're still slowly building my Joni collection. So we'll see how I feel on this one. Of course, she hasn't disappointed me yet. Alright, so we have 3 more to go. And the story behind these next 3 was because I was originally just going to stop it there at 13. But when I was checking out, the person at the desk told me, hey, have you checked out our dollar section? And I was like, no. And you think I've been there so many times now, you think I would have known that, but it's actually in this like small corner to the point where you can't really see it. But the person at the desk told me, hey, how about you check some stuff out in there? So I did, and yeah, there was some pretty good stuff for very cheap. I'll explain why they were cheap in a sec. But yeah, these were like less than $1. So very cool. So I'm going to quickly show these off. So the first one I got is is just called MSG, and this is from the Michael Schenker Group. So you can kind of see why this was marked down, because the case is very heavily cracked. I believe this is, I did a little bit of research, and this is the band's second album, I think. So of course I have Assault Attack, which is somewhere over there, and I love that album. That has Graham Bonnet on vocals. But yeah, so I thought I might as well give this a try. This is what the disc looks like. Yep, that's your inside. There's the back of it. So, of course, you have Michael Schenker. You have Chris Glenn on bass. On vocals, you have Gary Burden. So, again, not Graham Bonnet, so it should be interesting to hear how he sounds. Paul Raymond on keyboards and guitar. And then you have Cozy Powell on drums. Very, I mean, I've always enjoyed Cozy's drumming, especially on on Rainbow Rising and a lot of the late 80s Black Sabbath stuff. So yeah, awesome find. And of course, like I said before, even though this is very cracked, I have spares. So again, this is an easy fix. Hey, same thing can be said about this one. We have Dream Theater with Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory. Here's the back, and this one was marked down because of the F, that. And I kept it in here because I thought it was kind of weird, because this actually has this little piece of paper in it. Some kind of info. I don't know, I don't want to show it because I don't know if this is personal. But yeah, kind of interesting that was in there. No, this was from like this probably was from a CD warehouse or something. But yeah, here's the disc there. Let's quickly take out the booklet. Okay, been meaning to get into more Dream Theater. I just have images and words for the longest time. So this was like a nice way to get a little bit more of them. I believe this is a concept album. So that's that. And then the last one we have another Dream Theater album. This one is Awake. So here's the back of it. It's on its side, which is kind of interesting. Now this one, I am not sure why this was marked down. It doesn't look too bad. The disc doesn't look too bad either. I don't know, I guess they just decided to mark it down for some reason. Well, I'll find out when I give this a test or a listen. Just gonna quickly glide through, and then we go to the other side. So now I have 3 Dream Theater albums now. Alright, so let's quickly do a recap on what I purchased. So kind of going in reverse order, we have Dream Theater Awake, Dream Theater Metropolis Part 2, Scenes from a Memory. Let me just put that to fix that so I can stack them properly. There we go. MSG from Michael Schenker Group. Joni Mitchell, Clouds. Don't forget the S. True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. Are You Experienced by Jimi Hendrix Experience. Damn Yankees from Damn Yankees. Divinals with Divinals. Darkness on the Edge of Town by Bruce Springsteen. Fugazi by Marillion. Like a Virgin by Madonna. Mysterious Traveler by Weather Report. Skid Row by Skid Row. Nashville Skyline by Bob Dylan. For Every Man, Jackson Browne. And finally, Patti Smith with Horses. So if you enjoyed this video, please give this a like, subscribe if you're new. Again, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on any of these CDs. Let me know which one was your favorite. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye for now.